Hello everyone. Today I will be reading from The Complete Fairy Tales of the Brothers Grimm. The tale today will be The Messengers of Death. In days of old there was once a giant who was traveling on a large country road, when suddenly a stranger jumped out in front of him and cried out, "Stop! Not one step farther!" "What?" the giant said. "You measly wretch! I can squash you between my fingers, and you want to block my way? Who do you think you are, that you dare to speak so boldly to me?" "I am Death," responded the other. "Nobody can resist me, and even you must obey my commands." However, the giant refused and began to wrestle with Death. It was a long, violent struggle. Finally, the giant got the better of Death and hit him with his fist so that he collapsed next to a stone. The giant continued on his way, and Death lay there defeated. He was so weak that he could not pull himself up. "What will come of this," he said, "if I am left to lie here on this spot? There will be no more deaths in the world, and there will be so many people in the world that they'll no longer have enough room to stand next to one another." Just then a young, vigorous, and healthy man came along. He was singing a song, and his arms rolled back and forth. When he spotted Death, who was half unconscious, he went to him out of compassion, propped him up, and gave him a drink from a bottle to refresh him, and waited until the stranger regained his strength. "Do you happen to know," asked the stranger as he stood up, "who I am, and who have helped to his feet?" "No," answered the young man, "I don't know you." "I am Death," he said. "I don't spare anyone and cannot make exceptions even with you. But just so that you can see that I'm grateful, I'm going to promise you that I won't seize you unexpectedly. Instead, I'll send my messengers to you right before I come to fetch you." "Well," said the young man, "it's still to my advantage that I will know when you are coming, and at least I'll be safe from you during this time." Then the young man moved on. He was merry and good at spirits, and took each day as it came. But youth does not last forever. Soon sickness and sorrows came, and they tormented him during the day, and would not let him sleep at night. "I won't die," he said to himself, "until Death first sends his messengers. I only wish that these terrible days of sickness were over with." As soon as he began to feel well, he began to live with joy again. Then one day somebody tapped him on the shoulder. He looked around, and Death was standing behind him and said, "Follow me. The hour has come for you to take leave of the world." "What?" responded the man. "Are you going to break your word? Didn't you promise me that you'd send your messengers to me before you came yourself?" "I haven't seen any messengers." "Be quiet," replied Death. "Didn't I send you one messenger after another? Didn't fever come to jolt and shake you up and knock you off your feet? Didn't dizziness numb your head? Didn't gout make all your limbs twitch? Didn't you hear a roaring noise in your ears? Didn't the toothache gnaw at your cheeks? Didn't your eyesight become dim? And aside from all this, didn't my very own brother Sleep remind you of me? Didn't you lie there evenings as if you were already dead?" The man did not know what to reply, so he responded to his fate and went away with Death. Thank you for listening to that story and for visiting my channel. I hope you have a wonderful and spooky day,